meant black, as we've been taught, it would be a term that would be applicable to or applicable to everyone. But he says that it is something that means a slave, or something who is, it means something that has been left out of society, politically, economically, educationally, and otherwise.
You don't think of it as an anthropological term?
Definitely. It's not an anthropological term, it's a slave term. And it was a term that was invented in America and was used by the slave makers, slave traders, and slave masters, and attached to the property or chattel or merchandise that our people represented in that particular day.
Mr. O'Connor.
What is your real name?
Malcolm X.
Is that your legal name?
As far as I'm concerned, it's my legal name.
Have you been to court to establish the
I didn't have to go to court to be called Murphy or Jones or Smith. Excuse me for answering you this way.
That's
If
all right.
a Chinese person were to say his name was Patrick Murphy, you would look at him like he's insane, because Murphy is an Irish name, a European name, or the name that has a Caucasian or a white background. And a yellow person. Chinese is a yellow man, and he has no connection whatsoever with the name Murphy. And if it doesn't look proper for a person who is yellow or Chinese to be walking around named Murphy or Jones or Johnson or Bunch or Powell, I think it would be just as improper for a black person or the so-called Negro in this country, as we're taught by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad to walk around with these names. And therefore, he teaches us that during slavery, the same slave master who owned us put his last name on us to denote that we were his property. So that when you see a Negro today who's named Johnson, if you go back in his history, you'll find that he was once, his grandfather or one of his forefathers was owned by a white man who was named Johnson. If his name is Bunch, his grandfather was owned by a white man that was named Bunch.
Would you mind telling me what your father's last name was?
My father didn't know his last name. My father got his last name from his grandfather, and his grandfather got it from his grandfather, who got it from the slave master. The real names of our people were destroyed during slavery.
Was there any line, any point in the genealogy of your family when you did have to use the last name, and if so, what was it?
The last name of my forefathers was taken from them when they were brought to America and made slaves. And then the name of the slave master was given, which we refused. We rejected that name today.
You mean you won't even tell me what your father's supposed last name was or gifted last name was?
I never acknowledged it whatsoever.
Let me ask you about the status of Elijah Muhammad. First of all, is he ill?
I spoke to him today. He's in better health than he has been. He's suffering from asthmatic bronchitis.
Is that why he didn't attend your rally last Tuesday?
The only reason that he didn't attend was his ill condition. And the weather here, especially on that particular day, was of such nature that it would have been almost insane for him to come.
Well, now, did you hold that meeting last Tuesday because it coincided with the general election, the primary election?
I think if you study the history of Mr. Muhammad's work and religious work in this country, we've had our convention on February the 26th every year for, I think, the past 33 years.
Well, now, while you don't care to discuss your former name or the name that the slave master gave to your antecedents, it is a matter of record that Muhammad's last name was Poole, Elijah Poole.
No, that's the name that his slave master gave to his grandfather or great-grandfather, but that's not his name.
Well, his mother and father thought when they called him Elijah Poole that was his name.
They didn't know any better.
Well, if they didn't know any better or not, they thought that was his name.
Yes, sir. But, sir,
so what I'm trying to find out is, when did he cease to be Elijah Poole and get to be Elijah Muhammad?
In 1931, I think it was, in Detroit, he was taught the true history of our people and made aware at that time that he was wearing an English name, and by not being an Englishman, he looked out of place. And his teacher gave him the name that he's wearing today, Muhammad, Elijah Muhammad.
All right, now when did he become what he purports to be in your literature, the son of Allah?
I've never heard the Honorable Elijah Muhammad referred to as the son of Allah.
The prophet of Allah.
I've never heard him referred to as the prophet of Allah.
What do you refer to him?
Messenger of Allah.
All right, the messenger of Allah, and I appreciate the correction.
Yes, I mean, he says that a prophet is somebody who predicts the future, and he's not predicting the future, whereas a messenger is someone who carries a message that has been given to him by one who authors that message.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers. None of that shit that's on TV. You know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood people. You know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench. Because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. Probably sitting on the Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
What's good? What's good?
You know it's Tuesday when you see us in place.
You know it. If it's Tuesday night, it must be time for Hood View Politics. HVP in the his A.
Deep detail dive. Hood View
Oh, a
Politics.
deep detail dive.
You know? Some shit, boy. Bro.
Ain't it always?
What's going on?
Oh, ain't too much. I'm chilling right now, you know. Had a good old doctor's appointment today. You know, I'm kicking diabetes slam in the ass right at this point. You know, it was winning, but now I'm winning. And I'm keep on winning. I'm gonna beat the shit out of it. You feel me?
Yeah,
You know.
I don't know. I was little. It was one of my friends in my class, elementary joints. He used to have to take insulin in his stomach and shit when he was little.
Yeah, that's what I do.
It's crazy.
I injected in my stomach area. Gotta take 2 different joints, taking funky ass pills, but the shit working. You know, get a little exercise in, get a little walk around, whatever, keep the blood flowing. You know.
You don't remember my man used to be in Smithfield, big youngin. He used to walk funny though. He's real big.
Real big. You ain't talking about Chucky, is you?
Nah. Did he work in a smokehouse? I think he did. Was in a smokehouse. But the big younger man, you know, I think he had something wrong with his leg, his foot. Damn.
I don't know, man. We've been there so damn long, and so many people came through there.
I forgot his name. Oh, it's gonna come to me later.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot his name. Shit. But yeah, that nigga was not eating right at all. He had the shit we was just in Smithfield. He wasn't eating right at all, man. They had to cut his foot off and some more shit.
Oh damn! See, you know, when they were threatening me, you know, well, trying to scare me with that shit, you know, you can use a foot or something. Okay, that's all I needed to hear. You ain't got to tell me no more.
No bullshit.
Shit, I'ma listen. You know, I had to give up my candy, had to give up a lot of my cookies and shit, sodas and all that good shit. But it's working out at the end, so it's all gravy. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Bro, I don't know. You watch The View?
Nah, I don't get to watch it no more because shit, that be on when I be at work.
But they you know, they rearranging the chairs and shit around that joint. I think what's her Megan McCain?
I seen a video on YouTube the other day. I was scheming. That's the talk that got the dudes on there now.
For real?
Yeah, they got 2 dudes on the talk.
I thought that show was over.
Nah, the one with Cheryl Underwood and them. You talking about the real?
Oh, I'm thinking about the real. Yeah, you talking about the talk they had the Chinese lady talking at first, right? That was the talk.
Yeah. It had Julie Chen.
So she's not on it?
Huh? She been gone. You know, after after Les Moonves got, you know, she married to Les Moonves, who was her head of CBS. And then he got caught up in, I think he got caught up in some sexual harassment type shit. And then, you know,
she
he left
young.
he left CBS. Yeah, this was a couple years ago.
Yeah,
You know,
I didn't even know that.
in the beginning of the Me Too movement.
Damn.
Yeah.
But they moving around on the View joint. But you know, Megan McCain she's on the joint, but she leaving the shit.
Okay.
You remember Megan McCain? What's her name, daughter?
Yeah, John McCain daughter.
Yeah, she been on there since I think, right before he passed, I think.
Yeah.
But
she was on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was on there when he passed.
I never thought she was good. She was never good on that joint, man. She was always crying and whining about shit.
Right. All the time.
She was the
like,
worst.
Shut the hell up.
No bullshit. But they had what's her name from CNN? Like a Hispanic lady, Navarra.
Oh, they had her.
She was on the View too, yeah.
Can't stand. She the one that can't stand Trump.
But you know, she a Republican. She was given a Republican view though, right?
Yeah.
So you would think Meghan McCain leaving, she would take her spot though, right? You would think that.
You would think that.
But
yeah,
they had
not Anna Navarro. Is it Anna Navarro? That's her name.
That's her name. Yeah.
Yeah, she the one that when she was on when she was on CNN when the night the grabbing by the pussy comments came out. Yeah, she went off that night. Y'all, she was talking about he was on only we got a presidential candidate talking about grabbing by the pussy. Don't say that on there. That's what he said. He said grabbing by the pussy. She was flipping.
Grabbing by the pussy.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
Hey, that you when that situation went down, you could tell. Well, if you had any foresight, you could see what was coming as far as, you know, everybody else to get hemmed up, but Trump just get away because it was Trump comments. But Billy Bush ended up getting fired.
Yeah, exactly. Ain't that some shit?
Right. He just actually he just got caught on tape. I mean, come on. It's something that, you know, when men get together, that's what they talk about. But it happened to be caught on tape, and when you know in the end, Billy Bush got hemmed up. He got, what was it, Access Hollywood at the time?
Exactly. Yeah, they was on a little bus.
But he made a little comeback. He on Extra now.
But then they put one of Trump former communication people on that joint to take what's the name spot? Farrah Griffin, Elisa Farrah Griffin. And she been on there a few times though. She has been named a new co-host. It's gonna take McCain's spot. Okay. Now, how you think Anna feel about that?
Not good.
No, I think that's a problem. It's something wrong here. So we missed something here, didn't we?
Yeah. She ain't feeling too hot about that.
Nah.
You know, she a never Trumper. She a Trump hater, and you know she ain't. I don't think she about sitting down there every day discussing the goings on and the comings and going with a Trump loyalist, if you will.
But again, I don't think they have a whole bunch of Republicans. They always had that seat for that one Republican. So if McCain leave, that means you'll think Anna would just move over there. I think she guest hosting now.
You would think. That's right. Well, Whoopi's still on there.
Oh yeah.
Whoopi's still on there. Sonny Hostin's still on there.
Yeah. So you think they should have 2 Republicans?
Shit. I think they should have no Republicans.
You gotta have somebody that at least know what the hell they thinking.
If you ask my opinion, I think you hell with all of them.
Every Republican they get on, they can't defend the dumb shit.
Right. or they bringing some dumb shit with them.
But this is
What's
the
the,
closest one to a Republican that was on Trump team and shit like that. So you got somebody that's really, that might be a good idea to put her on there though.
Might fuck around and get Kayleigh McEnany.
I don't know. I
I
think
forgot.
they just need to put more black
Be
people.
on there, the little Republican broad that be on there crying all the time. They hate my feelings. You shouldn't be dumb.
Oh yeah. The same thing as McCain ass, she be doing that shit too.
Right, be on there crying and shit. What you crying for? If that's your position, stick to it.
I
Ain't nobody-
know.
You
She
know,
started crying. Anytime Whoopi get in that ass, she started crying.
right. Whoopi Goldberg hurt my feelings.
You being mean to me. You
Right.
being mean to me.
You know that shit. You can say one if it's one thing you can say about Whoopi. Whoopi do speak her mind.
True.
So you should know that before you even went on the show. That I'm going on here. Whoopi gonna speak her mind, and I ain't gonna feel too good about a lot of the shit she say.
And your whole point is for you to come on and speak your mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If Whoopi lean on you, Whoopi just lean on you. That's what Whoopi
It could be a reason why they did Navarro like that. Maybe she's still doing CNN. They want somebody full time.
Yeah, because I don't even think she do CNN no more.
Oh, for real?
I'm not sure.
Maybe she not. Something wrong there.
Because when they get to a real network, a real broadcast, well, one of the big four like ABC, Fox, CBS, and NBC,
Yeah.
like my girl who used to be on CNN all the time, but when she passed Hillary that information, they fired her. But she still be on ABC. She be on This Week, Donna Brazil.
Okay, yeah. So they got Donna Brazil got. Oh yeah, I ain't seen her in a minute.
Oh yeah. They say she passed Hillary some information about.
I remember that. Yeah.
And it was a big whoop-de-damn do about that.
Because she had changed positions. She was working in the campaign. Then she moved to the I think the whole thing. When she was running the race.
Right. But when she did that, when that went down,
she still was doing other shit though.
She was still on she wasn't working for the campaign yet. Matter of fact, she was the temporary head of the DNC.
That right there, yeah. Once she became that, all that shit she sending Hillary had to stop. She ain't stopped.
Right. Nah, when she became the head of the DNC, she wasn't on CNN no more. She had gave that up. But they'd already, matter of fact, that's how it happened. Then it came out that she had did it, and then they told her, well, you ain't getting your job back. She said, fuck y'all.
Yeah. She I think she after that she was good for the campaign. One thing about that campaign, nobody don't realize that was a good campaign that Hillary ran and shit, but some things out of her power. A lot of shit is just out of her power in that joint. Like you gotta go testify in the middle of your race, 11 hours for some jackass shit over. Like, come on, bro, 11 hours.
My only thing with Hillary about that campaign was, I think she should have ran more of a Bill Clinton campaign instead of trying to do what Barack Obama did. But she wasn't Barack Obama. She should have ran more like and went to the people that Bill went to. See, that's where she kind of like messed up because Bill had a lot of support in the Midwest.
And, you gotta realize too. You gotta realize that's politics too. Like, right on the fly, you gotta figure out which one of these routes you want to go. But you gotta remember that Trump was on the other side, and most of those people, whether they Democrat or not, will love him. You feel me?
Right.
So that'll be tough for her to try to swing them from him back to the Democrat Party. And meanwhile, you're gonna be turning off black people, black women, because you're skipping over them, trying to cater to white that royal white that Clinton
royal.
always had.
But see, the thing about that is, see, Hillary, the women that support Hillary gonna always support Hillary. That ain't gonna never change. They Hillary supporters, especially the women, they love her and they ain't going nowhere.
But when it comes
But-
down to it, when you run these races,
Yeah.
it's which one of these routes can you take to get the most
Right.
people out?
Right.
And
But see,
that route you saying to
what
go,
she did, what she did was she tried to go the route that Obama went. That's the route she took. But by taking that route, you know, some of the people, a lot of the people that put her husband in office, and you know, she in a way neglected, and she should have made a little time for them, and she could have got some of that rural right vote, because that rural right vote was what put Clinton in office, or what helped put Clinton in office.
yeah, but the rural right vote was doing this. They was
Hmm?
loving Trump. They was running the Capitol.
Yeah, but
So it'd be hard for her to get that many of them to get her over the hump.
but see,
feel me?
all she needed was a few.
So what she had,
She
she
just
started
needed a few
off.
to
The
swing,
two things she
to swing a
started off
state or
with.
two.
It's two
If
things
she'd
she
have swung
started
a
off
state
with.
or two, she'd have been all right.
Two things she started off with: gun violence and police reform. That's her first two speeches, right?
Mm-hmm.
Second, all the women that lost their children, even the one that got killed by Zimmerman, all the mothers was in her campaign. So they started her campaign with her. Some of them are in Congress now, but they was in the campaign with us, like 4 or 5 of them that lost their child to gun violence, and one of them was one that Zimmerman killed. So she,
Oh yeah, Trayvon Martin.
Trayvon Martin. So his mother was on her team too. So to start it off, her beginning of her campaign with that route, it just started off that way. Now to swing all the way back and start trying to talk to these people right here that ran to the Capitol, that's gonna be tough. That would be tough. Now in the 90s, it was easier for her husband in the 90s because it was a transition period where white people and he was coming from where they at. So he was coming from Arkansas. He knew how to talk directly to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same
But
time, he
she
started
was
his
there with
campaign
him.
off too, talking to black people.
Yeah, but
He started his campaign off too.
And see, some of that Clinton, that Bill Clinton support could have rubbed off on her just for the simple fact. But she got to the point that she didn't even go. She just like basically gave that vote up because she knew she had it in other places, but she gave up that vote. You don't never give up. You don't never give up no votes, especially in no presidential campaign. You don't never let nothing slide. And what she did was she let them votes slide, and they end up going to Trump when she could have prevented. She might not have prevented all of it, but she could have kept some of that. She could have kept some of that in house, especially she's supposed to say, "Little Bill, I need you to go down there and talk to them people, because they still love Bill. Everybody love Bill."
I mean, she went had 3 million more votes.
Right.
Biden ran the same strategy and he won too. He ain't talked to them. He ain't talked to them either. He talked to black women the whole time.
He got the votes in the right place.
She
didn't get the right. That's how she lost the electoral college.
He never talked to those white people ever. He never reached out to those people either.
Yeah, but by the time
he ran the same strategy. Obama did, and won.
He had an advantage that Hillary didn't. By the time Biden won, we all knew Trump was some trash and had to go. So he had that working for him. Where we knew when he ran against Hillary, when Hillary ran against him, however you want to put it, we didn't know what Trump would end up being. But by the time Biden ran, we knew what Trump would end up being, and we knew who he was. So Biden had that advantage over Clinton, that we knew Trump was some trash, and he had to go. So, it was he had the Trump must go vote off the break. Well, the never Trumpers, as he called them.
Right. If you go back and listen, they pictured and told you everything he was about to do. He's a sloppy, somebody that don't give a fuck about politics or people, right? And was a bigot. Long as they made all that clear, people voted for the bigot. They did it just you can't deny that.
Yeah, no, but that was clear. That's clear to people like me and you.
That's all you can do when you run for campaigns.
Right.
Tell them who your opponent is. And everybody knew at the end of the campaign that he was a bigot.
Yeah.
And a liar. She made those two things clear all the way through the campaign.
And look, and where did the election shift? Or where the electoral college shift? In them states that had bigots and racists.
And you gotta realize the 2 days before the election, Comey came out and said he's gonna have an investigation on her. Everybody forget about that.
Yeah.
FBI. The FBI, head of the FBI, come on and say we might have to take a look at Hillary. This 2 days before everybody go vote.
Still put him in.
Ain't that some shit?
Right.
So he fucked it up too. Comey, the head of the FBI, fucked it up 2 weeks before with that bullshit.
Look.
She tried to recover from that. It was too late.
One of the things that Trump played on in his election or when he ran was that outsider thing. Well, I'm an outsider. I'm not from Washington, and I'm not a politician, and I'm going there and drain the swamp and all that shit.
True. That's powerful.
And a lot of people, as we know, listen to that shit.
That was powerful.
Right. It was powerful. And they coming over here, they taking our jobs.
Exactly.
And this, that, and the third.
Not only that, given the message of the people that have been doing this all the time, and that's why we in this predicament. So he ran a good strategy too. It was like they was running the campaigns different from each other, but they was arguing it sometimes.
If people would have thought, and people would have used their mind and listened to the dumb shit he was saying when he was talking about they was coming over here taking our jobs, his dumb ass was giving away the jobs to these people. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Stuff. When he had all them foreigners working in all the Mexican women working in Mar-a-Lago.
And they don't care.
They don't care.
But if you tell a motherfucker that somebody got some kids in the pizza shop, that they believe.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's just hard. Some people, they gonna believe whatever they want to believe, and they don't want to hear no information from that. They don't want nothing to change their mind.
Nah. And that's the way it was with him. It was, well, that's our candidate. He's an outsider. He's going in there to change. He's a businessman. Okay, you're running a country, not a business. For one. In your business, you don't have to care about people for real. You treat people the way you want to. Mm-hmm. But when you run in a country, you know what I'm saying, you got to look out for the small citizen just as you got to look out for the rich ones and your donors and this, that, and the third. And people didn't look at that. Look at the fact that when you become president, you don't just become president of the Democratic Party. You just don't become president of the Republican Party. You become the president of everybody, of the whole United States. And he only gave a fuck about whoever voted for him, or whoever put him in the seat, and whoever was gonna put him back in the seat. That's all the fuck he cared about.
Basically. And not only that, if you watch this January 6th joint, man, everybody would just watch this shit, man. It's man. the things that was happening, bro. We talking about first of all, watching this shit happen, right? On TV, and you the president, right? You watching the Capitol get ran, and you watching the riots, right? You hearing that the vice president is on the run. You literally still don't do anything. Nothing. See, if you take the bigotry out of this person, right? If you just say, all right, I'm gonna take the bigotry out, then give me an argument for why you like Trump, right? Like stuff like this is like, bro, you can't skip all the fact that He let the Capitol get ran in and didn't do anything. Somebody else got our mayor of DC had to do the shit. She had to find a way. She had to call people from other states, bruh.
Correct.
Like, really? And people don't know the black lady in our mayor,
Mary O'Dowd.
she saved that day.
Yeah.
And Don didn't talk about her.
No.
It wasn't for her. The shit went even further. Your man was standing watching the shit.
Look, he was never gonna give her credit because she showed him up during the George Floyd protest when she created Black Lives Matter Plaza and had Black Lives Matter painted into the street right in front of the White House, where he gonna see it, where he had to look at it every day from then to the end of his presidency. She showed him up. She showed him up something vicious. So, you know what I'm saying? Anything that she did, you know, it wasn't gonna get no credit for that administration.
No.
And he already showed that he wouldn't have mind them people killing Pence. Basically.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just take that one thing. It's like, bro, how can you support that? How can you support somebody doing that? Looking at that shit. This take the steps of one, the electorals. To take the ones out that was selected and put your own friends in there. So when they call in for the electric for, say, Arizona, it says 21 electors there.
Yep.
They take the 21 that's elected there, take them out and put their friends and shit in and let them call in and tell, like, who? Bruh, he literally tried to steal an election, bruh.
Yeah.
Literally.
In plain sight.
Called senators. Told them to hold this joint up.
Sight.
And vote against the joint. Calling senators instead of calling to somebody to stop the shit. This shit.
Look. This dude is a egomaniac. He a psycho. He a megalomaniac. He's a narcissist. This dude is twisted. And the only damn thing he cares about is what Trump cares about. Trump don't care about nothing. And his supporters is the same way. They don't care about the good of the country. They just want to win. That's all. They just want to win. And they want somebody in there that's going to give free reign and support to their twisted ass mindset and the twisted ideas that they got going. Man, these people, yeah. At some point, the good of the country has got to cross your mind.
Yeah, right.
At some point,
we passed that limit, bro. We know him. Fuck. Anytime you at the Capitol, look what they doing. Tearing windows down, run up in that joint, man. And you watched that as president? What the fuck?
You watched it.
You will vote for that again, though? I just need to know the people. Please come on this podcast, bro. I just need that person that would even think about this or do this or did it before. Please talk to us, bro. That's all we want, a conversation with you.
Right. And this is what people need to realize, too. That if this man get back in office, that'll be his second term. You can only get 8 years. If you split the 8 years up or not, you can get 8 straight years, or you can get 4 and come back later and get 4 more. You can only get 8. So
Either way,
if this man get back in office, you can best believe that the changes they want to make are going to be swift, it'll be fast, and in a hurry.
If he announces that he running, right, and he the front runner, it will be insane, yeah.
He's the front runner. No matter who runs against him, he's the front runner of the Republican Party.
You can't be on Earth right now and act like you don't know he a racist, right? So that's out the way. You cannot. You in China somewhere, you know he a racist, right? So everybody on the planet know he a bigot and racist, right?
Yeah.
You still got the kahunas to vote for this clown? Then you think Pence running against him?
Yeah, I think Pence running against. I'm 90% sure Pence
I
running
just can't
against him.
see it happening, man. I just can't see it.
Why?
It's
Look,
gonna be a disaster.
the only one that can get out there for real. Everybody else in the Republican Party is scared of this dude. They terrified this man.
Pence too.
Pence not terrified of that man. Pence is going around now campaigning against the people that he support. He's distancing himself from him, and he's preparing. He's been in Washington D.C. lobbying lately, getting up support for his campaign.
Yeah.
And the people wanted at one time him to run, but
I don't know, bro.
I think he's the only one. I don't see nobody else that can come out of the Republican Party but him. Because for one, he knows where all the bodies buried, for one. And can you imagine when they get up on that debate stage and January 6th come up and they ask this man, well, on January 6th, your boss was gonna let them people kill your ass. What you
Man.
got to say about that? You know, all eyes and ears are going to be on that debate.
Bruh, if he not about to get locked up for this, bruh, I'm gonna tell you some real. This shit's crazy now. If he don't get locked up, get some type of charges for, at the very least, neglect of duty. You can't sit there as president and watch the joint get ran into, bruh. Fuck out of here.
The one that told him to go down there. I watched the speech he made that morning when he told them people that when he left the rally, he was gonna meet them at the Capitol.
Yeah.
He told him he's gonna meet him there. And them dumbasses went down there expecting to see him. That's how dumb they was.
Nah.
We gonna run up in the Capitol, and the president of the United States is going with us. What kind of damn fool you is?
Now remember,
The president.
he tried his best now. He slapped the motherfucker driver, tried to get the motherfucker. He tried to get there now.
Yeah, he done jumped over the driver's seat. He done slapped the shit out the limo driver.
That's one thing he can tell his supporters is, I was trying to get to y'all. That
I was trying
motherfucker.
to get to y'all.
That's for one thing. He ain't lie. He said he was going to get there. He was going to go there for sure.
I'm gonna get there with you.
He was damn sure going. Anytime you smack a
legal.
driver and then try to drive from the back, you on some different shit, bro.
This is what I think is going to happen. All of this has got to wrap up before the Republican primary, because even as if you let this man announce that he's running, and you try to indict this man and lock him up in the middle of a campaign, knowing his supporters, all hell gonna break loose.
Oh no, you got this problem with the Florida governor too now, Ron DeSantis.
Santos, yeah.
Them right wingers like him too now.
Yeah.
So if he run, this is the one I'm talking about. If he run, that's the person that's a bigot and can be polished way more than Trump. But he's just not Trump for these people. I'm trying to tell you. People don't understand. They had died for Trump. Look what he was doing.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But like I said, I don't see the only person I really can see in the Republican Party that can challenge this dude is Pence. Because this man sit there. This man's gonna let these people rub you out, man.
Nobody gonna beat him. If he a Republican motherfucker.
I don't know. I can't say if nobody gonna beat him.
Nobody's gonna beat him, bro.
I'm saying the best.
I'm talking about the Republicans.
Yeah, the best chance.
They're gonna be sure.
I think the best chance for coming out of the Republican Party, other than Trump, would be Pence. Come on, Rubio. They already trashed him. DeSantis, he got issues. Who else?
I don't know. I thought it'd be easier for us if we just had Trump last time. Everybody thought, all right, let's take him. Man, it's a disaster Republican Party, bro. We just don't know what they think. As long as you're a bigot or racist, long as you start
Right.
there, we don't know what happened after that.
Yeah, the governor down in Texas, Uvalde, he can get that up. He's not gonna run it. Larry Hogan ain't got what it takes. Larry Hogan can't go one-on-one with Trump.
These people don't want their wives and kids. I'm trying to tell you, man, Trump
That's
is,
another thing,
bro. Trying to tell you,
look,
these niggas run for president. Their kids and parents and mothers and them be like, nah, motherfucker,
Yeah.
you ain't running against him. Nope, next time.
yeah, but
Fuck that.
but you're right, because if the dude run, and anybody who run to him, everybody's fair game. Your wife's fair game, your kids fair game, your
Yes.
mama's fair game. That's to him.
All they got going to play ASAP.
Most candidates, they got some restraint and protocol in them that they say, well, I'm gonna talk shit about you.
Nah.
But unless your wife jump out there acting like Jenny Thomas, then I'm gonna leave her out of this. But other than that, Trump don't care
at all.
Trump don't care if you're living. He ain't got no respect for the living. Damn sure he ain't got no respect for the dead. So
now Ron Sanchez, now he used to be a Navy SEAL, a SEAL Team 1 now. He Harvard Law student. I mean, we graduated Harvard Law, Yale University. So I don't know. That might be tough for him. But I just can't see nobody doing anything with Trump because he's a nasty motherfucker, bro. I'm telling you.
He's a nasty motherfucker, but it's nobody out there that fires up the Republican base like Trump do either. Trump owns a significant portion of the Republican Party that's going to support him no matter what.
At least 80.
There's nobody that can take that away from him.
At least 80. That right there would win a primary every year.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know if Pence will win, but I think it. I want to see it because I just want to see that debate. When they put Trump, because if he runs in 2024, Trump gonna be the front runner, and Pence gonna be number 2. So they're gonna have the two podiums in the middle of the stage. I wanna sit there in front of my TV with a big ass bowl of popcorn and a 18-pack of Bud Light. I'm gonna sit there, and I want to see Trump answer this question, the question they're going to propose off the break about January 6th, and letting the Proud Boys and them other people run up in there to lynch his ass. I got to. Hey, I'm telling you, I want Pence to run. For that moment, because that will be the most watched debate, and it probably will be the most watched television program in history.
True.
Just to get that one question right there.
Now, Pence had a little speech you was talking about. Matter of fact, we're gonna just tap in and just see what was he talking about.
She's a former Christian school teacher, and quite frankly, she was the best second lady the United States.
All right, this Pence.
Night at 7 o'clock.
No, she's not the best second lady.
Sent a letter.
Oh shit!
It's start your business time.
I hate when y'all do that.
I sent a text to my
best
daughter
second lady was Jill Biden.
We just waited outside on the sidewalk, and she just said to me, "That's America, Dad." And you know what? She's right. But it's great to be with all of you, but especially great to be here with, frankly, one of the best and most accomplished conservative governors in the United States of America, Governor Doug Ducey. Thank you for 8 years of leadership.
Conservative, code for.
Man, I love to say it. I was for Doug Ducey before it was cool. I met him back when he was selling ice cream. And boy, I knew he would be a governor of great consequence.
You think he got the balls to stand up there with Trump, boy?
mean,
Hey,
Arizona
bro,
is
you ever
booming.
seen a
This
motherfucker
economy
vice
is
president
unstoppable.
run against the president? That's some
400,000
wild
new
shit.
jobs since 2015,
No,
and
you
it
wanna see
didn't
it this
just
time.
happen.
I mean,
Governor
it's happened
Ducey, with
before.
your support, cut taxes, rolled back regulation, cracked down on crime at the border. He promoted civics education, supported our veterans, strengthened election integrity, and created the first universal educational choice program in the history of the United States. Would you join me in thanking Governor Doug Ducey for 8 years that have changed Arizona for the better? And after 8 years at the helm, there's no doubt the next governor of Arizona has got big shoes to fill. But your governor knows what I know.
Now, two things about when he talk, right?
All of you know.
He don't have enough.
There is only
I'm
one
gonna tell you, boy, he gonna look so
candidate in this race
crazy.
who will be ready on
Hold on.
day one to lead Arizona.
He's literally gonna look crazy, bro. Standing there with Trump saying the wildest shit to him, bro. He gonna turn beet red. Trump probably call him a softy. You ain't signed a letter, nigga, or some shit.
And Trump gonna call that man every name in the book.
Yeah.
You actually
already
encourage
know.
people to
Trump gonna call
not
him
only
dumb.
join local protests, but boycott TV coverage and use the hashtag not my president. Really, Kerry? Look, I'm always happy to welcome converts to the Republican cause. But Arizona Republicans don't need a governor that supported Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. You need a governor that supported every conservative cause from Ronald Reagan to Donald Trump. You need Karen Taylor Robeson in the State House.
Like I told you, John, he not gonna say anything bad about no Trump. I don't give a fuck how many speeches he do. He gonna say shit. He gonna talk good. You think he not? Oh, ain't no use for old. But yeah, I got him completely just saying nothing about no Trump ever. This nigga scared for real.
You know, these are very challenging times in the life of our nation. But everywhere I go, I'm more encouraged every day that help is on the way. The American people want change. Want our lives back.
Want our lives
Want
back?
our prosperity back.
Want your prosperity back, huh?
Want our freedom back.
Now you want your freedom back.
They want their country back.
Now you want your country back
The good
again?
news is
Wait.
it's already happening.
See what you did there? See what you did? See what you did? See what you did? Thought you slick. You literally saying the same shit Trump saying. You know what I'm saying, dog? But he's just saying it polishly. You know what I'm saying? He said all them 8 different things, then still at the end said, take my country back. Like, bitch ass nigga. You hear me?
I hear you. See, but my thing with Pence is this: I don't think it ain't time for him to get down and dirty. He can't shoot all his. He can't shoot all his bullets now. If he running, he got to save some because Trump coming at him with coming at him with everything he got. So he got to save something. He got to use it at the right time.
I don't know. Sometimes, man, I need everybody to look at this big picture. This is gonna be a fireworks joint from the beginning to the end, bro. And we got this motherfucking podcast here to go stride for stride with that ass.
If you wanna know, or if you wanna see how foul and how dirty politics really can get, you watch this election that's coming up. You watch this presidential election coming up.
You think a motherfucking nasty ass Trump will come in and let anybody stand on the stage with him without him disrespecting him?
he gonna disrespect everybody.
Man, bruh.
He coming at you.
But on the flip side, Biden haven't announced either yet, did he?
Nah,
That's a problem.
I I always thought that he might. I didn't think it was a definite, but I always thought that he might do 4.
I mean,
And
I've had that in my
run it
mind
up.
from the giddy up.
Yeah,
Like, don't
because
go 8. You're too old for that.
yeah, I think it's because of his age, and I think, but the problem is,
It's gonna be a problem, yeah.
the problem is you didn't groom.
Another
What
thing is, huh?
the pro- the problem the problem goes back to the Obama years. Is that when Obama got elected, that was supposed to have been the time for a new era and a new generation of Democrats. That's when you supposed to that's when you really was supposed to start grooming uh the younger ones in the party and bringing them along and giving them a voice and building them up for this time right here, because you really, if Biden don't run, who's going to run? You could say Kamala Harris, but you really didn't put Kamala Harris out there as of yet. And at this point, it will really be too late, and it seemed like you being desperate to start throwing her out there with domestic policy and this, that, and the third. At this point in the race, or at this point in the administration, so
They got 2 more years, right?
yeah,
Yeah, but that last one you forget
2024.
because they running for you'll be
That's
running for
lame.
shit then.
Yeah, that's lame duck. Especially if he don't if Biden don't run, then you really going into a lame duck session. And then, far as the Republicans is concerned, the gloves are coming off,
Yeah.
because it's not what's the word? It's not an heir apparent, and it's not an heir apparent on neither side for real.
No. I just I need Biden to run because so I can keep the stability, but I don't think man, I don't know. This is gonna be so shaky, bro. Like, if it was up to me, if it wasn't no Trump running, I would love him to just step aside and let Camilla run, right?
Yeah,
But if Trump say he running, man, I ain't got time for the extras. You know what I'm saying, bro? We can catch her on the next trip. She young enough to hold up. You know, because
but see, this
it
is
would
the
be a
time, right?
disaster, bro. Because that means she got to find a vice president. That's another person that we don't know who that person is. There might be some baggage there. We don't know what. It's gonna be too much going on.
Look, the highest profile Democrats.
Now Hillary put her toe in the
Schumer's not
water.
running.
Hillary said
Schumer's
she's
not
thinking about
running.
it, bro.
I think Hillary.
She said she's thinking
I
about
think
it now.
she's thinking about it, but I
I
don't know.
think she's saying that because if Biden, see, the thing is, everybody's up to Biden what happens next. You see what I'm saying? And everybody kind of waiting just to see if he say he's not running. That's going to be a complete issue for for the Democratic Party. Easy.
Yeah, because this is going to be a mad dash,
That's the
and
issue.
everybody that's got an agenda is going to throw out a candidate. You're gonna get your Stacey Abrams gonna get thrown out there. Your AOC is gonna be getting thrown out there.
All the
But
bullshit.
AOC got baggage.
Well, they're gonna have a candidate like what's the other old motherfucker?
Cory Booker.
Or Sanders
Nah,
or some shit.
Nah,
Sanders probably run
I
again
think
too.
Bernie. He would try to run, but I think Bernie done.
He done ran the last 4 cycles. He gonna run again and be alive for sure.
Mm-hmm. So it's my goodness. Like I said, it'll be a mad dash if Biden don't run. It's gonna be a mad dash on both sides.
That's what I say. It's gonna get so ugly. I don't want to see that.
And it's gonna get and it's gonna get down and dirty. If Biden don't run, it's gonna be the dirtiest campaign you ever seen on both sides.
That's true.
you're gonna see, they're gonna make a Swift boat. The Swift boat ad is gonna be like nothing.
No bullshit.
Right.
Now, all these things only come into play because they picked the Supreme Court nominee. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that will make this a big, big issue. If you let a Republican slip in there for 4 years, you liable to have a full conservative court, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. If you let if a Republican gets in the White House, especially Trump, you won't get the Supreme Court back for the next 2, maybe 3 generations.
It's gonna be more than that. This is terrible. Because the ones he put in there, they all in their 50s.
Yep.
That's another 20 for each one of those. Easy. That's easy. My son whole life, he'd be 30 something. I wouldn't even care about politics after that. Yeah, they old shit. None of the shit would even matter.
Hey.
I'm trying to make sure his air is good. By that time, shit it'd be too late.
So I mean, look, people gotta think. We try to get y'all to think, you know.
So
believe.
like these 6 right here, right? These 6 right here.
All conservative.
Led by my man, he say black. It's black on paper. But he does
that's
nothing
what's on his
black.
birth certificate.
Yeah. This is the group right here is our problem. Because once the president, like Trump don't know these people. He was given a list. And he just picked off the names off the list.
Yeah.
Most conservative groups gave him lists. Some of them was way, way to the right. And some of them just to the right. He picked all the ones way, way to the right. The Federalist Society and shit like that. All these right here come from the Federalist Society.
Look, all they did was Bannon was in the White House then. Giuliani was running around. All these people just went here, gave him a list of who they wanted to be on the court. Say, man, this the one right here. This one. You gotta get this one right here. Well, they're saying we need a woman. Get her. She
Exactly.
She
and the whole
go along with
time
what we want.
Yeah, exactly. Anytime she vote against abortion, now that's it. Nothing else that you can. She gonna vote for everything after that. Now they all come from Federalist Society, right? Now Federalist Society is it's a law and public policy studies group, right?
Yep.
Now we all know what they study. Who can be the most right-wing people ever? You know what I'm saying?
Right. You got to be a white ring nut job.
Conservatives and libertarians advocates for textualists and organisms. I don't know what the hell they even want to do, yeah. I don't even think they even sure. You know what I'm saying? But it's been around for 40 years. It started in 1982. It was founded in the University of Chicago. The president of it is Eugene Meyer. Their budget
Never heard of
is $20 million a year.
Mm-hmm. And where's that $20 million coming from?
Jeez, bro. And speakers included Scalia, Robert Bork, Theodore Olson. Now, when it first started, that's Scalia. Scalia started this shit right here. Everybody knows who Scalia was, and yeah. So this is like you get everybody from his joint when we know how he voted, right? So this I be trying to tell people, like, when they pick these people, they know how they vote. You know what I'm saying? People be like, man, how they don't know what they do? They know because they got a track record of this shit, and people take grades to this shit. Even people in the NRA get grades. They give grades to these people.
When these people, like you say, when these people are picked, they sit down. They sit down there with these people for hours on hours on hours. and they had a people's you got people in administration, you got outside people, and all kind of people that sit there and they vet these people. These people are vetted just the same way they vet somebody to be Secretary of State. They vet
Mhm.
someone to be vice president. These people are vetted. They go through everything in these people background. They know everything these judges wrote, every opinion that they wrote, every ruling that they gave down, that they gave out. They know all this about these people. They know how they
Hell yeah.
think. So for anybody to say that they come there with a clear mind and they don't got no opinion on such and such and such, either you gullible as hell or you a damn fool
No
or
bullshit.
somebody you just believe anything because these people know if before they offered that a nomination, especially if it's conservative judge, they was if you believe they was asked how what's your feeling on abortion? What's your feeling on affirmative action? What's your feeling on climate change? What's your feeling on this, that, and the third of all these issues that we know are constantly coming before the court? So they know what's come on, man. They know exactly what the hell they was doing. And they systematically put them peoples there to get the result that they looking for.
Man, overturn Roe v. Wade, gay marriage, everything about to be going on in the motherfucking joint, man.
Like I say, if if Trump or any conservative get that seat in 2024 or in January of 2025 is sworn in, you best believe everything, especially if Trump get it, because Trump will only have 4 years. It's gonna be swift, it's gonna be fast, it's gonna be in a hurry. They're gonna get everything they want to get done. They're gonna try to get done within the first 2 years, and they're gonna and that court gonna overturn everything, strike down this, strike down that, and it's not even gonna be funny
No, it ain't.
because you're not even gonna see half of it. Well, you know it's coming, but it's gonna come so fast you're not even gonna see it.
So a Lagan Kagan,
Or Elena Kagan,
yeah, she wanted to Obama. She appointed by Obama.
yeah, Obama,
Then Gorsuch, he's Associate Justice.
yeah,
He was nominated by Donald Trump.
O'Neill Gorsuch.
Everybody know Brett Kavanaugh ass.
Oh yeah, we know him.
See what I'm saying? These are the people
That's
he put in there.
Bird.
And Barrett, Amy Coney Barrett, was put in there
Yep.
by Trump. It's ridiculous, bro.
Hey, and y'all gonna get his chance. And they want to get his chance. Give him a chance to put three more.
Oh nah, bro. Man, we don't gotta vote this time. It's gonna be the worst. The worst, bro.
You not know? Look, you know, y'all out there, we having a point, you know, about getting out, vote, and learning these candidates and learning the issues and you know, just spend an hour, 30 minutes to an hour of your day, man. Tune in to world news. I know, everybody watch local news because they want to see what's happening in their town. But you need to watch the world news too, because you need to find out what's happening in your country. And that's why how these people are getting away with doing some of the stuff that they doing, because people not paying attention. And y'all not paying attention. Y'all are paying attention because you don't want to pay attention. That's why you're not paying attention. So y'all need to pay more attention to what's going on because they not. The thing is, they not sneaking it past us. They doing it in plain sight. Doing it in plain sight. So what the hell? You gonna either keep letting them do it or you gonna do something about it?
It's our weekly shout out to Brittany Griner, of course.
Yeah, Pretty going back to court. I seen a lawyer on the news today.
Yeah, they doing back
He
to
going
court.
with a she forgot she had it in her bag defense. She forgot she had it. What the
That's not even defense. Even they tried first say she got prescriptions and shit.
Yeah, that too. They say they going with it was for medicinal purposes, and she had it. She didn't realize she had it in her bag.
Yeah.
Well, what the hell is she supposed to left it in the last country? Come on. Come on, people. Come on. Even the Russians ain't going for that.
Nah.
You know, she going to get the 10 years. We already know it's coming.
Yikes.
She gonna get the 10, and then once she get the 10, you know, it's gonna be negotiation time.
Yeah, it's really nothing you can do until they sentence her.
Right? She already pled guilty. You know, that speeded up the process. But
Yeah. Yeah.
it's nothing. It's nothing really gonna happen until they get that. They give her that time, and you know, and then they gonna say, well, then it's time to negotiate the prisoner swap.
You think they're gonna do a prisoner swap?
Yeah, I've been saying if somebody it's a person over here, it's a person or two over here that the Russians want out, and they really want that
Shit, I
dude.
guarantee they want the banks release
They
their
want
money
that.
first.
They want that, and they want that drug dealing terrorist dude.
Leave it
So
to them to want some motherfucker drug dealer out.
right, but it's gonna be a swap or something. It might be, you know, release a little bit of money, as they say, but you know, do you think? Oh my God,
All right,
that's
this is
billions and billions of dollars. They're gonna have
this,
to give up. They're gonna have to give up more than Brittany Griner to get that money.
exactly. This is Brittany Griner, lawyer, right here. Shit, let's hear what she's talking about.
Able to spend time with Miss Griner, talk to her, ask her about her welfare, and she confirms that she is doing okay and as well as can be expected under these circumstances.
Позиция защиты вовсе не заключается в том, что Бритни было разрешено ввозить в Российскую Федерацию
Holy
какие-либо
shit.
запрещенные вещества.
Oh yeah,
Мы
that's
продолжаем
that's the one I
настаивать
seen.
на том, что она по неосмотрительности, в спешке, собрав чемодан, не обратила внимания на то, что вещества, разрешенные для использования в США, оказались в этом чемодане и приехали в Российскую Федерацию. Она это сделала неумышленно. Мы лишь хотим при помощи, в том числе, приглашенного эксперта, показать суду, что она даже на территории США, где это разрешено, она употребляла эти вещества эпизодически по назначению врача, строго в медицинских целях для снятия болевого синдрома.
Now, if you didn't, anybody couldn't follow that. He was saying that hers was medical reasons and is allowed in America. That's something me and you was talking about the other day.
Right.
It's like but it's still in somebody else's country where you broke the law. It's like no matter how the law is here and shit.
Right. That's the problem.
Like, yeah.
You know, if she went over there and had diplomatic immunity, that's one thing. But she don't. You know, she went over there. She had a bag full of something she wasn't supposed to have. And now, you know, she got issues. You know, I wish she did have the issues, but
now the first lawyer kept saying that she was unwillingly broke the law. Now the second lawyer was explaining why it was medical reasons and she had got it legally and it's the law in America and all types of shit. So she's trying to say it was just left in there on her trip. Which still, I don't know why they don't just eat this, bro. Because everything you think of still nah.
Because they're not gonna eat it because you got a high profile prisoner there. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody that they can parade around. You know, we got the famous American woman basketball player bringing hash oil into the country.
Can't hear you, Jay. It's good, Jay. You got unmute. You muted.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if you hear what we was talking about, yeah? We was talking about grit and grind. And the lawyer saying that it's full of medical issues and shit. Well, the reason why she had that on. I mean, why she had the, you know. What you got there? Oh, that's what's up. But you see, a lawyer said that shit for medical shit. You heard about that? I don't know. You think that'll work?
I don't know if you want to use that.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
Because you just now saying that. Could have been said that. If that was the case.
And you wasn't even saying that when you was in America.
Right.
Like, that's just crazy. Yeah, we was talking about the Supreme Court in depth just now and shit. Now, we was talking about the ones that Trump put in there. They all come from the Federal Society. You ever heard that?
Sound like the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah, that's where they get all their judges from. All these judges came from there for sure. That's how they know how they gonna vote.
And the ass from the top. That black motherfucker.
Who? Oh yeah, that's what we said too.
That jackass.
Yeah, he about the worst of them all and shit. Yeah. What he like 75? He probably the next one.
He need the 70 die.
But then again, he black. He might be there for another 20.
Yeah. You can believe he only leaving when it's a Republican in the White House.
He ain't gonna leave that either.
He got the state to here 174.
Why would you leave when your wife is a Tea Partier and you in the Supreme Court? Shit, why not? Why leave?
Because they might fuck around and lock her.
You need to leave.
Need like both of their ass up for real.
Mm-hmm.
He need to leave. And then you put the black lady in there.
ASAP.
What happened when they put the black lady in charge of the South Carolina? What the police do? All the bigots, they disappeared. If you want to get rid of the bigots, put a black lady in there.
It's like putting the motherfucker.
Put this damn black bitch. You know how to put this black bitch in charge.
Like putting a bomb in the offices. Bugs just ran out. Like, oh yeah, all the bugs right there.
Yeah, there you go. Don't put the one that act like Marion Bowser. Don't put that one in there. Put the black lady in there that about the hood, that's coming straight out the hood. Not no mushroom head, little teeth bastard.
You know?
You don't want the one that act like Marion Bowser. She the puppet. You don't want her in there. You want the
No, I don't
black
want her in
lady
there.
came straight from the hood.
I got her running for motherfucking something, but it's nothing to run for in DC. That's the problem. She got to move to Maryland or something.
Which one?
Murray Bowser.
Man, she a puppet.
She gonna run for something.
Who? Muriel? Nah, she cool right where she at.
Shit.
She can have that seat as long as she want. Ain't
Some
nobody out there.
lady,
Ain't nobody out there to challenge her yet.
they keep putting all these white people in this joint. One of the white people gonna win this joint. And then
Win
we
what?
looking at that shit like a white motherfucker is the mayor of DC. Crazy.
Win what?
Motherfucker, the mayor joint one day.
No white people. No white person.
That's what I said. That's what I said. After looking at the 99 lives, after I seen the 99 lives of Marion Barry, DC will never be the same again.
Said the 99 lives.
That documentary with Marion Barry.
I ain't never see that joint. You saw this? I ain't never see that.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, I ain't never see that joint before.
Look, a Republican or a white person will never, ever in my lifetime and probably the next 4 lifetimes get that seat in Washington, D.C. Because only one part of DC votes Republican, and that's Georgetown. That's it.
But
Southeast, Northeast, and most of Southwest is
if they give us a
Democrat.
If they give us a congressman and a senator, you can forget white people gonna win those.
Hell no. Who gonna be
like you gotta remember DC don't have a senator or congressman.
You got a shadow senator, but they don't have no voting power.
No, we need a senator and a congressman.
You got a congresswoman, Eleanor Holmes Norton, what she can do is limited. But if they ever give them a congresswoman or congressman with full power and voting rights, that's one of the reasons. What I ain't gonna say is one of the reasons. It's the main reasons why Republicans are always standing in the way of DC statehood. It's too Democrat. If that's just like giving
another state,
another whole state, they always gonna stand in the way.
If it was a Republican state, it would have been the motherfucking senator.
They'd have been voted statehood. They'd have been crying about statehood. But it's DC is Democrat, like Maryland, like Massachusetts, like Vermont and Rhode Island. They firmly is entrenched.
Yeah. Now statehood means it's a status of being recognized independent nation or a state. So we're not even recognized. Puerto Rico is even recognized. I think Puerto Rico got a senator, don't they?
Puerto Rico got
senator, congressman.
They don't got shit. They don't got a senator. Only the states. Only 50 states got a representation in Congress. Puerto Rico is a territory, but they can vote for the president though. Puerto Rico, Guam, Virgin Islands, all them U.S. territories.
That's fucked up. I don't think. Yeah, you're right. We'll never get there. It'll be so long because it gives them another state.
Yeah, you're only going to get there is when the Democrats have a overwhelming majority in the House and the Senate and had the White House. That's the only time it's going to happen.
And then you're not gonna get it in because they don't have the balls to do nothing like these clown ass niggas in the Republicans party. You know what I'm saying?
So that's I mean, it's a good idea and they pushing it, but to give, you know, DC was giving them just giving up DC, just making it a state. It's gonna switch, you know, it's gonna switch it's so much because then you got to determine.
No,
You know,
it
you're
gives
gonna get a
you
vote.
the extra vote. But would it be 100 senators or 101 senators?
Be at least 101.
See, that's the thing.
No, it'd be
Things
100.
really
It'd be
change.
100. It'd be 101 senators.
Yeah.
Yeah, would it be at least 101? And then you got it. Then you got
So when you think
and
about
how would
that,
you?
it's a reason why it's 100 senators. We don't know why.
Well, I mean, basically, I mean, it will break down to 2 senators from every state.
It definitely ain't gonna give them
100,
2 senators here.
you know, and then
Exactly.
how
And
would
we don't
you?
have
How would
none.
you?
So if we was to get them, it'll take you over
And
100.
representatives? How many representatives would you give? I mean, you got Eleanor Holmes Norton is only one, but
But
then the
that makes
big
the
thing
thing
is,
unbalanced. You can't like it be 1-on-1.
but
It
that's
got to be even.
right. But that's not the big thing they worrying about. They don't give a damn about who you send. Well, I ain't gonna say that. They give a damn about how many you gonna send to Congress and how many you gonna send to the Senate. But the big thing is, the real big thing is, you have you have to allocate electoral college votes, and how many would DC get? And you know those votes go straight Democrat because no Democrat, no Republican will win DC. It's not enough people in Georgetown to offset Southeast, Northeast, the rest of Northwest, and Southwest is too firmly entrenched. So you say if you give DC five, say you give them five electoral college votes, that's enough to swing an election, a close election.
Yeah.
So if the election close, you know, they ain't trying to get that up.
I don't know how you could tax a motherfucker, but don't give him no representation.
But
Same way
see,
you
That's
do
crazy.
motherfuckers to get out of jail.
according to what I've seen, the government they had control of district for so long time, so they decided to have a mayor. Then the mayor was first mayor of Washington was who? Mayor of Washington,
Yep.
and then so on, Marbury, and so on and so on. But according to what I've seen, is that they have control of. They have control. They the reasons why you get gentrification right now, because what they did was for years, Marbury controlled DC, right? So when it was about time when 1998 or so came, when he got reelected after the crack incident,
That's when they.
they
That's when.
thought that that was supposed to derail him, but he got
Nah.
reelected. So they
Yeah.
was like,
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
that didn't work. So what we gonna do? We gonna put people in there to block him. So as a kid, I was into the local channel, when they be sitting in the room and making decisions or schools and this and that, roads, whatever, how they would do the funds. Only thing I kept hearing was that's not in the budget. This ain't in the budget. We gotta take that out of that school. We gotta take this out of that school. That's not in the budget. This ain't in the budget. So when Marion Barry left, the next man came in was who? Williams, right? That was their puppet right there.
I think it
He
was.
started the
Oh,
gentrification.
Pratt Kelly,
yeah, it was somebody before that.
Pratt Kelly.
Sharon Pratt Dixon, and Sharon Pratt Kelly, or
After 98, right?
yep.
It was like 98 or so.
Something like
But
that.
then,
Yeah.
they tried her. She was
Well,
so.
Lyndon Johnson
But
appointed the first mayor of DC. It was Walter Washington.
right. But then after Pratt Kelly shit started going down here with this gentrification shit, you know, the little white people, the little bit of white people that was here, voice was heard more than anybody else who was black in DC ever. So it was like maybe about 10% white, maybe 5% white. Those little bit of white people that was in the district, they heard them complaining about they need this, they need that, blah, blah, blah. So when you look at the channel or whatever, they have these meetings. This is not in the budget. That's not in the budget. We got to hold this there. So when they start getting puppets up in there, pulling, it includes the council members, they start taking them out, start putting the people that they want in there selected. Even though people electing these people, they like, okay, we for the people, but they turn around and stab you in the back. So this is what they did. They put these people in, Mary Williams included. Then, they start voting shit. That's when you get the gentrifications. That's when you get that extra shit coming in.
True.
You got
True.
Walmart, you got Wegmans, you got all these new grocery stores and all these new retail chains coming into DC. They wasn't coming in DC, without, I guess, changes. And you know damn well that the mayor is behind a lot of the changes of what's going on with the gentrification in DC. Might not put it out there like that, but she got her hands. She got her hands in most of it. You know what I'm saying? Because over the years since Barry was out of office, they gradually gave DC the power back. They might not got all of it back, but they got most of it back. Whereas the mayor is not handcuffed, and she can negotiate with all these people that's coming to DC. And when they wasn't coming bringing Walmart and some Wegmans and all that shit and Targets and all that shit to DC when DC was overridden with crime. So how you get rid of the crime? You move the criminals out, or the ones that
exactly
suspected criminals.
Suspected criminals.
Alleged criminals.
Now y'all was right about the presidents, right? Hey, OnlyFans, you getting an echo somewhere. You gotta turn something down. All right, now the first joint was Walter Washington. Then we had Marion Barry, Sharon Pratt Kelly, and Marion Barry came back again.
That's after he got out of rehab and the crack shit.
Yeah, Anthony A. Williams. I think they've been some shit ever since the second motherfucker. Jay, you got some feedback somewhere. You got something on. Yeah, everybody after the second stint of Marion Barry was, yeah, Anthony A. Williams, Adrian Fenty,
I forgot
Vincent Gray.
Oh my God.
And then Marion Barry. Damn, we ain't had that many though.
No, there ain't been that many mayors of DC.
Yeah, Marion Barry was the best mayor we ever had, hands down. Hands down for sure. You say, Jay? Damn, Walter Washington was the first one, yeah.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy, Marion Barry, motherfucker, twice on that ass. 2 championships.
And he would still be mayor today if the
if
government,
that bitch ain't set him up.
If the government, didn't get him hooked on crack.
That bitch ain't set him up.
Yeah, the government got him. I mean, nobody ever said that, but if anybody that looked at the video with good sense would know that the man wasn't on crack until that night. The man would first of all, he went up there to get some pussy. Second,
That was the main
he
goal.
was yeah, that was the main goal, and he was snorting. He didn't even know how to use the damn pipe. She had to show him how to use pipe. So that goes there and tells you right then and there, he wasn't on no damn crack then. They turned him out on
He
crack
was,
that night.
yeah, he was having a good time.
Sharon Pat with Kelly was one of them. Whew.
And she was so ignorant.
Oh my God.
I wasn't gonna call a woman dumb, but she was so damn ignorant. She got a damn office up on the top floor of whatever building that is, and she had fucking bulletproof windows put in. Bitch, ain't nobody coming to shoot you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Ain't
true.
somebody gonna charter a helicopter to kill your ass. I just wait for you to come. I just wait for you to come downstairs.
Basically. Wait, but she was the first black woman ever elected mayor in DC. She was the first person. She was some shit, but I love the black ladies. She was the first, you know. Gotta give her credit on that.
Oh yeah, I give her credit. And her fault, the damn football team. It was her fault. The football team moved out of the city.
And blame. That's why you can't let teams leave.
Nah.
Like, admit it, you can't really call motherfuckers Redskins. I mean, Washington, if they leave out of the state, like, how can you still call a team Washington or Chicago?
Same way the Cowboys play in Arlington, but you still call them Dallas. The same way that the
Okay.
Jets
And soon as
Giants play
Dallas
in
get
New
a
Jersey,
team,
but you call them New York.
Soon as you get a team in Dallas, do what you call it. Dallas, motherfucker. What's wrong with it? This Dallas where we at. That's your problem with it, Cowboys. Change your shit to Arlington Cowboys. What's wrong with you? We in Dallas.
Like you
Dallas
said,
Rangers,
New York.
motherfucker. The Dallas Rangers are in town.
You got New York that's in New Jersey.
Both New York teams play in New Jersey.
Nah. As soon as you get a team in there and say they're the New York Rangers,
San Francisco and the 49ers don't play in San Francisco.
San Francisco 49ers. As soon as you get a team there in San Francisco, your face will be tight. You know what I'm saying? They be like, oh fuck. Nah, they can take my name off your shit. You don't live here. This ain't your area, nigga. I'm here. Hey, the team be 1 year old and get to take the name from Dallas. Motherfucker didn't use Dallas forever. Dallas Cowboys got to take all of this shit off their name, all their merchandise. You got a new team in Dallas, motherfucker. The Dallas Creepers about to start next year in the NFL. Fuck around with y'all. Cowboys got. What would you do, Joe?
Right now is the Dallas Jerry Jones.
Hold up. You like Dallas Cowboys, right? Will a team moving to Dallas? Would you start liking that team, or what?
If another team moved to Dallas,
yeah, they would actually beat Dallas. They'd be the Dallas team for real. That's wild. That's a wild shit, bro. But this is a HVP. You know what I'm saying, dog? Don't forget that You Got Soul podcast. You know what I'm saying? The third perspective. Yes, we bring it to you. Yes, you know what I'm saying? This is our outlet for strictly politics and shit. You know what I'm saying? We dig into a detailed dive into the politics. You know what I'm saying? Just like we just did.
If you want to check, if you want to know how we think about other subjects, we got something for you.
You know?
Yeah, that goes to y'all black Republicans.
Say the black Republicans. The door and the back door and the window is always open for black Republicans.
I forgot. We got an open door policy. Let's let them go again. We got an open door policy. The front door open, the back door open, the windows open. Might even cut a hole in the roof. We got to wait for you to get in. All you got to do is ask. All you got to do is knock on the door. One of us will open.
Tell us what you think.
All you Republicans out there, if you want to come on and tell us we wrong,
you know,
and bring a good argument with you why we wrong.
Please do, please. That's the main thing.
The door's open.
That's the
door
main
is
thing.
wide open.
Every
Matter of fact,
Tuesday.
I took the motherfucker off the hinges.
So come on in, bro. Rap to us, Black Republicans.
Right.
And the radical whales of the world. Talk to me too.
And
You know what I'm saying? That
kill me. You got all these black
Get a mic.
Republicans talking shit in general, especially the black Republicans that's talking shit.
Oh my
But
God.
then again, then after you finish talking shit, you know, behind your keyboard or behind your phone or whatever, and then you act like you're ashamed to come out in public. You know what I'm
And
saying?
talk that dumb shit. I want you to bring
Talk
all your
that dumb
notes, bring all your tweets, bring all your shit on the podcast and recite.
Right.
Give us your evidence
Right.
of what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
And if
Give
you
us that debate. We want
No,
that.
I got one for you. And
We
if you're
want that.
scared, if you're scared and think we're gonna do something with you, to you, bring your gun.
We want to
Fuck.
smoke. We want all these smoke. Bring everything you can think of to make you think this way. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Right.
make your argument, baby.
Don't get it.
You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, we love the black ladies for sure.
That's all.
This is what we do. We wear the black Supreme Court ladies.
That's
on
all.
the show. You know what I'm saying? Now,
All right.
we do the black Supreme Court ladies. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know. But you definitely got to catch us, bro. Every Tuesday night. You know what I'm saying? Now, Hood View Politics. And sometimes we squeeze in another day. You won't know what day that be. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Right.
you got something to say, we got here, Jay, Tony?
I think we said it all. We just said enough this evening, you know. But I just got to say, peace out.
You know? You definitely gotta say that. What you think? You good, Jay?
Yeah. Free Brittany Griner. Gotta do that. Shout out to her.
Right.
Turn her home. Vote for who is best for you. And
You know?
if you sit there and say guns need to be on the street, you need to take that gun that you said that gun need to be on the street, put it to your head like this, and pull the trigger, please.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers. None of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood people, you know?